Yo, it's Professor Banner TV, myself, Hulk, aka Professor Banner. It's the Battle Rap Show, episode 14, did I say? 16. See it there? These men have got my back, you know. Come on. Aye. Old type Manchester. Aye, I know many men, as 50 would say. Many men, yeah? Aye. Pick up Briggzy. Aye, Briggzy, big up for coming.
On, bro.
Man like Stro and man like Rick Charles, you know, come on. Man's got basically most of the Premier Battle staff team in the building, man. So you lot are obviously here for the event that's happening on Friday and Sunday. Obviously, you got the warm-up on Friday, the event on Sunday. But firstly, I just want to know, like, how long have you lot even known each other for, bro?
I reckon me and Rick...
I think it was 16 we first met, innit?
Probably 20 years now.
Yeah,
Easy. And then me and Stro, we actually met at DONFL.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
Nah, upper level.
Oh, shit, yeah. Fuck.
Oh, so that's...
See, that Briggsy, that's bad, Briggsy, man. You forgot your first...
Oh, it was a bad
Bro.
You forgot your first time with Stro, man.
That must be 15 years ago, then.
15, yeah.
Yeah, long time, man, long time.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of these two, man.
And was this before Battle Rap or during Battle Rap?
Yeah,
Way
way before. Especially me and Rick, we met. Rick was a producer and I was a rapper, and then he hit me up on this is how long it was, MySpace, bro.
MySpace, yeah.
MySpace and MSN.
Yeah, that's when it
And we
was.
got together and made a tune which was shit, bro.
Yeah, Rick, obviously I've seen, it was only when the beef, like the little beat diss tracks and that was happening between like No Loose Chat and Premier Battles and that, and then I see like a few tracks that were produced by you, which were fucking cold, and I was like, all right, my man's not just a cameraman. Like,
I hate that fucking term, you know.
no, but obviously that's what, again, that's what people are gonna, because especially in battle rap, like Bagnall was obviously known as the cameraman, like there's just that, it is, innit? But most cameramen ain't just cameraman, innit?
Yeah, I started rapping first, and then it was kind of like, oh, I'll just produce, because it was like couldn't wait for people producing beats, and I started producing, then I had Briggz, and it was just, been producing probably since about 17.
That's sick, man. To be fair though, like obviously you're one of the guys that can say like you've got Shoty rapping on one of your beats and shit. Probably more than one.
Man,
but
I've got tracks of Shoty's that have never been released on some of the beats that just never been out.
Yeah, I'm saying that's an accolade to have as a producer, man. Do you get me? That's sick, man. Yeah, is there any other artists that man would know of that you've worked with or made beats for or anything?
I've done stuff with, I don't know, man.
Hoodman, Tyler Daly from
Hoodman.
Children of Zeus.
Yeah,
Sick.
Chris as well.
Yeah, young Chris Evans from the Men Who's on Britain's Got Talent and that.
See it there. Look, Briggzy talking up your ting like you're just being humble. Like,
being modest.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Just waiting for him to say me, bro. He's not saying me yet.
To be fair, we did one of the first albums that was probably produced was Briggz. It was like Gingification.
Yeah.
Gingification.
God,
you know, I like
was
that.
dog shit, that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, never listen to it. Yeah, don't plug that album, bro.
Alright, link in the description.
Hey, when was that, like 2013?
Yeah, years ago, man. Years ago.
Good 10, yeah, it's probably a good 10 years, definitely.
Yeah, fucking hell. I used to rap like Tinchy Strider and that.
So when did you start rapping?
I was about 16, man. About 20. What? How old am I now? 36 or 20 years? Yeah, about 20 years ago.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, like obviously growing up, yeah, for me, it obviously weren't as bad, yeah, because I'm mixed race. But there was always like any of my white mates and that, it was always like stigma from their families and friends and their cousins who are like, why the fuck you trying to be like them niggas and rare, do you know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
did you guys kind of get that?
Especially where so I'm from Salford, which isn't, it's just on the edge of Manchester. There was no rappers in Salford, like none. But you did get, you know, why are you trying to be black? And I mean, to be fair, I used to wear like big NBA trackies and all that.
But still, it's not trying to be black, innit? It's just the culture, innit? I think
Culture,
before then it was...
That was what
the line that people used was colour, but really it's culture, innit?
Yeah, of course. And it was it's sort of like what I connected to as a kid. Like all I listened to was hip-hop growing up, whether it was, you know, like my favourite rappers, Big L and Big Pun and, you know, Eminem when he came out, Wu-Tang. Like it was all the shit I was listening to. I wasn't listening to anything else as a kid.
No, of course.
And then, funnily enough, I think before I was even rapping, man, I was text battling on forums.
Oh, God, I remember that.
That's how I got into it, man.
See, I could never do that, man. I
was like the thing, man.
You know what it was? Because I was a kid, I didn't know how you I knew how to rap, but I didn't know how you recorded a tune. At that time, it was like, yo, you've got to be a superstar to be in a studio. I didn't know you could record on a microphone, so I had one of them little headphones. You know, the little headphones with a mic on, rapping on websites.
Plugging it into the little jacks.
No, I trust.
Funnily enough, that's where remember Soothing Him?
Yeah,
That's where me and Pseudonym met. We battled on a forum, and then years later we battled on Don't
I
Flop.
think a lot of people obviously met through forums and that. There was that TFN forum nerd at the time and shit. Like the Don't Flop had their forum. Other places like RMBVA and all of them
it
sorts
was
of places.
rapmusic.com. That's where I used to battle.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
it was like Ilmac was on there, Disaster, Saurus, Iron Solomon. There was loads of rappers that were on there.
This is the thing. If I would have read like a Disaster text battle, I would think it's shit. Like because I don't like reading bars. Even if someone said to me when we was younger, like, "Hey, read my bars and tell me what you think," I'd be like, "Nah, spit them to me, bro."
Bro,
Like, if I read them, I'm not gonna feel what you mean or how it's coming across properly. Innit? So
I hate it now when I battle a text like on WhatsApp going, "Yo, what do you think of these bars?" And I've got to read. I'm just like, "Yo, voice note with me, bro."
Trust
Like,
me. I even hate that. Like, why do you think I want to hear your bars, man? So many
funny
people
that
always try
Briggs is the worst person to like spit at. He hates it. So anybody that's out there, if you want to spit bars to Briggs, just find them on a nice spit in
Especially
his ear.
towards the end of the verse.
send me a tune in it. I'll listen to a tune, but don't rap to me in a garden.
when you've actively been battling for a while as well, like there's so many people that probably over the years have said to you like, "Yo, do you want to hear my bars? Do you want to hear my bars?" A lot of the time, if I'm going to be at the event, I want to just hear them on the day. Why do you want me to know what you're going to say? It's going to ruin the natural reaction, and you want that natural reaction.
Especially
from
as a
me in the
host,
room,
man. It's
innit?
the main thing I keep saying. Even with like Shoty and Koji and that people were cool with. Like, I want to react naturally on the day, especially because I'm front and center on camera. I don't want to fake the reaction. So yeah, I mean, I'll listen if you want me to listen to, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, no, same, man, same. So yeah, man. Obviously, you started rapping 16 and that young times. How did you get into battle rap, bro?
So I was doing the text battling shit, and then obviously I fucked all that off. Started making music. I had a little decent buzz in Manchester before I came into Don't Flop anyway. But I actually came to watch Raptor before me.
Okay,
So Raptor was booked to battle Els, and then I turned up at the event because I was in a little crew with Raptor. So I turned up to watch, and then obviously Raptor no-showed because he was in jail. No one knew he was in jail at this time. He'd been arrested on the Friday. No one could find him.
and everyone thought he no-showed.
Everyone thought he no-showed, but he ended up going to jail for about...
Typical Raptor, mate.
I think he was in for about 8 months. But off the back of that, Els was on the internet going like, Raptor's a pussy and rare. And then I just said, oh, yo, fuck, like, you know, Raptor's not here, I'll do it. And then that's where me and Els happened. The next event, Chronicle set it up. And yeah, I've been here ever since, man. 12 or something years now.
That's mad. That's mad. So obviously, you kind of came through it. You kind of came into it through Raptor in a way.
Yeah, through Raptor. I was watching battle rap, but I didn't know there was a UK scene. I'd seen one or two O'Shea things like in the subways and shit. I didn't know there was a scene here. But that was the first event I went. Obviously, me and Chronicle used to have beef back in the day on music and that. So I knew he was running a battle rap thing, and then it turned out to be Don't Flop. Yeah, so rest is sort of history.
Yeah, that's mad. What about you, Stro?
When did I get into battling?
Yeah, and rap in general.
I was doing grime. So I was doing grime in high school, year 8, year 9.
I would love to hear a Bloodstro grime
God,
song.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Nah, like...
You got a 16 for us, Stro.
Nah.
One of
You
them
know
old
what?
ones.
Come through like Stro.
Well, nah, because you know what the funny thing was? It was like the guy... So one of the guys who I was in high school with was called Vapes, and he was massive in Manchester grime, obviously because of all the Boydem tracks and stuff like that. So me and him used to go back and forth every lunch and stuff like that, just go verse for verse. So he naturally made me better. And then, similar to Briggz, like, I just remember seeing clips of O'Shea. I think I seen him freestyle Sprungy in a park in Liverpool like 2006, 2007 times. And then years later, I went back to it to go, oh, what was this? And then I came across a Don't Flop. And then randomly it was like, oh, there's an event in Manchester in 2 weeks' time. So I just went there, and it was when him and Innuendo did the 2-on-2 when the girl from In Between Us was there.
Okay, yeah.
And then since then, yeah.
That was mad though back then, innit? There was always like a random celebrity
Celeb,
type
yeah.
of person that Don't Flop,
I think at my debut, Jack O'Connell was there because he was filming that United film. So there was like, and he was big at the time because what was that show called? Skins. Skins was on, and he was like, everyone was buzzing. He was there, and that was mad.
I swear Mickey was going out of a bird from Hollyoaks at one point.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was mad. I mean, it was mad Don't Flop back then. We're like, my debut, Psychosis Holocaust, was the cameraman. Like, there was 30 people in the crowd, and it was like, O'Shea and Decoy battled, Tenshu battled someone, but everybody was sort of nobody. You know what I mean? It was mad.
Oh, that's mad.
Mad to see where it went.
But obviously, lab battles happened, didn't it? Like, was you involved in that, in the business side of that? Or,
Yeah. So it was me and Shoty. So we did
So was that your first league, basically?
Yeah, it was my first league. So
first attempt at a league.
Yeah, it was random as well because Shoty wanted to come into battle rap, but he didn't want to do it. I don't know what happened on the background, but I don't know whether there was some sort of disagreement with Don't Flop and Shoty trying to make the book. Because But I don't.
I remember what I heard. Yeah, is that basically Don't Flop was trying to get Shoty to try out.
Yeah.
And Shoty was basically saying, "What the fuck am I doing a tryout for? Do you know who I am? Get me a proper battle."
Yeah.
And Don't Flop were like, "No, you got to try out anyway." And then he was like, "Fuck it, then I'll just do my own event and book someone I want to battle."
Pretty much. But I think
It was like, oh, you see, I'm saying the rumors sometimes are true.
I think the thing people don't realise is how big Shoty was in Manchester at the time. Like, if you would have put Shoty as a tryout then, he'd have sold the crowd out then. Like, he was a huge artist in Manchester. And the good thing with Shoty was he was signed at that time as well, and his label was saying, we'll put money in for an opponent. So he's thinking, why the fuck would I do a tryout if my label are saying they'll get whoever I want? So then that's where Lab Battles
another
came.
time dropped the ball, innit, really?
Dropped the ball, bro.
Dropped the ball,
Hey, here's a funny one. So when we set Lab Battles up, the first person to message me was a young Liam Bagnall. He didn't work for Don't Flop. And Rowan said, if you work for Lab Battles, you can't ever work for Don't Flop.
So it's been happening. It's been happening ever. Hey, it's been happening from the start.
Yeah, it's been sabotaging us. But now, man, Lab Battles was sick. We had Diz, Ilmac, Lopesha, Olsop, Bender. Like, it was a big card for.
Do you know what I remember being? Because I got into battle rap quite late, to be honest with you. I started watching battle rap late 2011, early 2012. My first battle, my tryout, was in July 2012. That's the first event I ever went to. Was I battled, and I always feel like that was a dickhead move because I look at people like Sean Cray, Crow. Them man tried out recently, and they've been in events before me, bro. So it's like you watch it, you kind of get the vibe. You know what people are doing. You know what the crowd react. I didn't have none of that. I just came in thinking I'm a rapper. I'm just gonna rap, but. Like I think obviously a lot of people have been around from time just watching it and stuff. So you was obviously there. You're building up your lab battles and shit. These man, you got Bagnall hitting you up and shit. Like what? How did you? Was it Shoty's label and that sorted out all the internationals, or did you like just grind and sort that out yourself?
Nah, so we had Shoty's label got involved. They was one of the sponsors, but we ended up pulling Rockstar Energy Drinks in as a sponsor. Like I say, Shoty's buzz in Manchester at the time was huge, and we was just pretty. We've always been like we've been pretty good at selling shit. So we sold it to Rockstar. They came in, put money in, and then we had a few like local clothing sponsors who got involved and shit. And then it was just you know what it was as well. It was just a case of reaching out to like Diz and stuff at the time and going, look, we're a new league. This is all we've got. Can we make it happen? And traveling to the UK for them guys at that time was new, innit? Like it wasn't happening a lot. So the fact they came over and people don't realise this as well. Like even though we were sort of competition for Don't Flop. The week after was Blood in the Water.
Yeah.
We paid for their flights and hit up Rowan and said, "Yo, we've got them in the country. Do you want them on your platform as well?" So we was trying to work together, but also we're competitive.
Yeah,
innit? You want to be
I
the
swear
best.
the week after, like Bender Battle Dark and
Blood in the Water being shot.
I always think that. I think like because even when XQZ was here, I had him on my show, and I spoke to him about the same sort of shit, and I was like, obviously you're here to do the Premier Battles thing. But, you know, he's like, because he's coming back to London before he goes home in September or whatever. And he was like, he might do a Don't Flop thing. And I was like, oh, you know, that's a bit like, it has, you know, but he obviously, again, I think he flew himself out in it and shit. So, you know, it's up to him what he does on his trip. But yeah, it's always been a bit. I think if people are here for a couple of weeks, bro, get your work in, innit? Like, if I was a rapper, if I go to America, I want to go and battle maybe on iBattle, No Coast.
Yeah, you want the experience.
You know, KOTD. I want to stay there for 6 weeks and probably do like 3-4 battles, bro.
We did it this year. Obviously, it never ended up happening, but Carter Deems was meant to come over and do Prem. The week later, do Iron Bars, and we'd split. You know, the agreement was we'll fly him in, they fly him out. You know, if even Rowan, like if Rowan hit me up and said, "Yo, we've got, I don't know, Iron Solomon coming in. Do you want him on your event the week after? We'll fly him in, you fly him out." Yeah, cool, man. Like, saves us money. As long as we get a good battle, that's all we're asked about at the end of it.
Definitely. I might have to hit you up for that shit still. I'm not going to lie, bro. We'll do something. Because,
Smart business, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's what it's about, man. Definitely, man. So, obviously, from lab battles and shit, the one thing I was disappointed in was the sound, man. Like, at the time, watching Don't Flop and stuff and then thinking, oh, look at this sick battle and clicking on it. And then the graphics was shit. I mean, sick. Sorry, the graphics was sick, like the Street Fighter shit.
Yeah.
The intros, everything. And then you watch the battle and it's like...
Shit, right. I'll be honest, yeah. So we never done a battle event. We hired, you know, the Attic, which is Zombie Shack now in Manchester. Okay. But at the time, it used to be an empty venue. We hired that, and then 2 days before the event, the ceiling caved in. So we didn't have a venue, so that's why we moved to the Thirsty Scholar, which is a pub. But like
underneath,
we'd sold 200-300 tickets for a pub that held 120 people. So what we did was we didn't have a pit. We set it all up, and then we had 2 of the P2 cameras, which are like the TV broadcast cameras. And yeah, because of the amount of people in there, someone had pushed up on the back of it and snapped one of the cables. That's why one angle's not there. It crashed the camera. I battled Lopez Yanosa, and it's completely gone. But yeah, a lot of the sound at that event is just people who were filming, where we took loads of iPhone footage and took the audio out and just cut it together, man. But yeah, it was a shame. I mean, the channel got hacked. That's why we never did another event. We never got the access back. But sort of a blessing anyway.
Do you reckon that was Chronicle?
Yeah, 100%. Allegedly. Defo Chronicle. Listen, that was... Put money on, bro. Chronicle out that channel.
Bro, I know too much about Manchester, bro. I swear down. I know too much about you lots in beefs and that, man. No, but so yeah, obviously that battle, you started working with Don't Flop and shit, innit? And then at the time, what you probably was doing was you working with Don't Flop when the Luna and Stro battle happened? Or
no, was it just a battle. I only started working. My first event for Don't Flop was Manchester versus London, Shoty Tony.
So the Manny events back then were probably Cron, innit?
Yeah, Cron.
Yeah. To the Test 5 was Chronicle.
Yeah. Where did you battle Luna?
To the Test 5.
And that was Cron's event.
Yeah.
Mad. So what? Like, how did that come about, bro? Like, did you? Because I don't know if you had a battle before Luna or not. Did you?
I did. Lab.
Oh, Lab.
You battled
But
Lab,
not
yeah.
Flop, man.
And this was where I made the biggest mistake coming into battling. Was I just underestimated everything. Like, didn't show the biggest respect to it in terms of.
I think a lot of us did that.
Didn't know the writing. Didn't know how I'd come across. So I writ my Luna or I had the Luna rounds, and then. Because obviously Briggz and that are family, they were like, oh, we've got a Lab Battles event like the month before. So I was like, oh, I'll just use that material for that battle and I'll just rewrite that. And it was the biggest mistake that I made. Because...
Got you a slogan, though.
Nah, but no, like I stumbled in the Lab Battles one. It was probably one of my best performances to date. And then, even with the stumble, but then obviously I went into the Luna one, mad underprepared, mad aggressive. I was just getting frustrated throughout the battle. Obviously the slogan was just synonymous and huge, but... Yeah, like massively underestimated battle rap at that time. But yeah, that was Chronicle. But the mad thing about the Luna battle was it was never meant to be Luna. Yeah. It was...
I was there for that.
Me and Luna kept getting pushed back. Luna battled Fame outside, stumbled, footage never came out. It was meant to be me and Balski, but...
So why didn't it come out? Luna didn't want it to come out?
No, I've no idea why it didn't come out.
I think Rowan saw something in him and it was a bad luck for it to come out as a debut. Because he had a bad choke, didn't he?
Yeah, it was bad. But then...
See what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, bruv. When you get favoritism in battle rap. See, when people try out like me, yeah, I used to think there was favoritism and then people used to be like, no, man. But when you hear shit like that, it's true, innit? Because, like, not everyone will get that opportunity.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
At the same time, though, like, when you look at the trajectory... You understand why he did it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a great business move, but not everyone would get that opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's the same as sports, isn't it?
Of course.
In any principle, you're going to put the best people, or you think the best people are going to be, you're going to put them first.
Of course.
Because that's what your business is about, isn't it?
But then when you look at someone like even Koj, I think he didn't have the best tryout originally and shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like...
But there was potential in it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's up to her to say, do you know what? Nah, I'm not going to put that out. I'm going to give you a better opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It is just like who you...
I mean, we kind of do it now. Like, there's been a few tryouts this year that have just gone on Patreon where, you look at it and go, right, they're not going to have a massive impact, so let's just put it on the channel because it'll do more damage going out than it won't. But it's difficult when you run the league because obviously people are prepping, spending the time. But you also know by putting this out, if this is the first time someone watched Premier Battles, it's not a great representation of it. And they were both trash. But this is the thing when you're a debut. This is what I always try and say to debuts anyway. I'm not looking for you to come in and smash it. If you do, great. But that's what a debu's for. Go on Patreon, have 1 or 2 more, get used to it, and then start working your way up the cards. Like, it was shit when Don't Flop used to do 60, 70k on tryouts sometimes, man, and some of them were shit and never came back. But there were some good guys who, like, had a bad choke and never came back, where if they might have been cushioned a little bit better, they'd still be in now doing it.
Yeah, to be fair, that was always my goal with the Luna battle, was get it to 30k. Because
30k,
yeah,
bro,
no, because 30k back then was a big thing.
Of course.
So I was like, just get it to 30k, and then out of nowhere, something just overnight, and then it just skyrocketed. But me and Briggz were talking about it not too long ago. Like, you can see why it got to the heights that it did, because it's such a style clash, and it's if you're in high school and you're watching it, it's you can understand. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, initially it was Balski, but then Balski got offered the Osh battle, so then I ended up going back to Luna, and then. Yeah, history was made.
Oh, that's sick, man. How many views is it on now?
1.2, I think.
I know you check it, bro.
Yeah.
He checks it every day.
Sorry,
1.2.
Check it on the way down.
I'll check it now. I'll check it now. I'll check it now.
I don't know, mate. 1,235,744. He's checking it right out. It's his favourite. Check
Yeah,
it.
1.2.
How have you got that up that fast if you've not just had that open?
In his
I
search
just
thing.
typed
I just saw it was in his search thing already.
Yeah, bro, I live off
It'll
that.
come up straight away. Type Bloodstro. That's a fact.
1.2 million, bro. It's more than every battle I've ever done that.
Yeah, same.
accumulated.
Same. Yeah, so do you know what's mad as well? The other day, showed me a tweet or something saying, you said that there's battles what's the battles that's always been booked but you've never actually done?
Yeah, yeah.
And one was me and you, and he was like, "Oh, ask him to do it on Don't Flop. Come on, see if you do it on Don't Flop."
Bro, these you, these Rivers, these Big J. I reckon have been set up or have been offered. Fucking hell.
What's your fee to battle on Don't Flop right now?
Rowan.
What, him as a person?
I'll only battle on Don't Flop right now for
What do you want to battle him or what? Like,
yeah,
what?
battle
battle
him. Me and him.
Yeah.
I think it's a seller. You know, I'm not trying to battle anymore anyway.
A crossover event, I say, where like maybe like 3 battles go on Don't Flop, 3 battles go on Premier Battles, and you guys negotiate on where the headline goes or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Like we did with No Lose Chat, the winners. We did it where the winners took the event, but we also had like a thing in an agreement where, you know, if we take 4 battles, we'll at least give you 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
obviously we did it first, didn't it? KOTR and KOTR and Gifts to the Gab. You get me? But I remember you lot was trying to promote the first joint league event. Yeah, I was like, nah.
bro, it's all in the marketing.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, I respect it. But yeah, no, of course, that's what I think should. Yeah, that would be like that would take the country by storm, innit? Like every single UK battle fan would have to, like, the ones who fuck with Don't Flop and the ones who fuck with Premier Battles, they would all have to come to the same event. And, like,
Yeah,
it would be a big sellout.
I think it's a big card. Like it's something we have spoke about. It's just got people, especially people who don't book events, have got to realise it's difficult. 2 leagues working
And it's
together.
complicated.
Just on like the financial side of it, who's doing the editing, who's doing the marketing, the branding, like is everything that comes into conversation. And I'm a bit of a fucking dictator with my shit. Like I like certain things.
I'm working on an event, on beat, mostly on beat for my own channel.
Yeah.
For like February, some of the pen game lot and some of the Don't Flop lot. Do you get me? But if you ever want to get it in, bro, hit me up. I'd rather do it on beat.
Me and you.
I think we spoke about that on beat before, innit?
I think it'd be better on beat.
When we had diss tracks for each other and that was a joke. Bro.
I think it's one of them, man. Like I said, me and Big J was like probably set up 4 or 5 times, and it got to the point where I messaged Jay and I was like, bro, I don't even want to write for you anymore. Like it's just got to the point I'm over the battle, and I think I'm at the point now, a cappella on me and you. I just don't know if I want to write for Hulk again. And then
do you know what it is? With on beat, I feel it's a little bit more natural for me. A cappella, I don't want to be getting in your face and trying to perform and be theatrical. Like I hate, man.
I'd look, to be fair, I do want to do some on beat stuff because I've never really. I did the Cold J one last year, which was more.
That was cool.
Just back to back. Yeah, it was a sick little clash.
Yeah, nice little thing.
And then I did. I've had an on beat clash with Impact years ago, which was pretty shit. But like, I would like to do some on beat stuff. So maybe we do that then. On beat clash. I'm down for that.
Down, man. Definitely.
This is the same guy that said he's quitting battle rap and not doing any battles ever.
Nah, on beat's different though, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Different things, different fun, innit, man? It's different. And it's an accolade as well, innit, man? We both take our shit seriously as
and
rappers.
And if I choke, I've got 55 verses.
You can just pull out.
I'm sure Briggz would agree with me, yeah. Man's lost battles to people who I'm a way better rapper than.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? On beat,
can perform better than they can rap.
On beat, I think it helps prove like who is actually the better rapper.
Yeah,
I think that's why it's
in
more.
the studio, though.
On beat as well eliminates fan bias.
That's the thing. On beat as well, like it's like, bruv, are you a studio guy who does a million takes and shit? Can you just come clean in the room?
Yeah, you're a million take guy, Briggz.
Not when I know my verse, no.
Rick's trying to hot him up where he's like, that's not what the files say.
Bro, Rick just copies and pastes his beats, bro. He acts like he's a sick producer.
Piece of shit.
No, this is deep.
Control C, Control P, mate.
Preset color grades for all the videos, mate.
I'm not gonna lie, I make beats, but I'm mainly sample based because I got the MPC and I just
it's still fire though.
Yeah, no, it's sick, man.
It's the original way to do it, man.
Yeah. But obviously, that's the original musicians, diss samplers, innit? And they're like, you guys don't even make your own music, man.
And Nibby's like, oh, people use using sample, like Splice. Now it's like, oh, it's unoriginal. It's like, I can't play a violin, bro. So the violin sample of what I use, that works.
It's like auto-tune, innit? People go, oh, you can't use auto-tune. Yo, I can't sing, but I sound fire with auto-tune, man.
I was talking to Hanzo about this. There was a documentary about T-Pain where
Usher, I've seen it.
Yeah, told him like he ruined like music.
Yeah.
Like that's a
I swear, like certain singers that he looked up to, like broke his heart and shit. Innit?
The thing is with T-Pain, he's a cold singer without auto-tune.
Fire.
Bro, and they tried to use his name on the box.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's mad. Imagine they just started bringing out some battle rap plugin and it's like Briggsy, used by Briggsy.
Joke.
That's mad.
I said, fuck.
Take 72.
So yeah, obviously now you done the lab battles. Stro's done the biggest night. What have you seen in the night, by the way, bro? That's what I wanted to ask.
Nah, so this is the thing.
What have you seen in the night?
Nah, do you know what the thing was? It was, I remember watching the Luna battle, right? And it was like some Bradford League, and it was a guy against a guy called Fat Smoke. And it was just, this was Luna before he became polished and he was very technical with his punchlines and stuff. We just came from different backgrounds. Like, I didn't grow up in a nice area. Like, didn't grow up with the nicest people. So it was, we just lived different lives growing up, and that was the whole point. Like, what I've seen in the night was literally just that. I'm a product of my environment, and that's what I was trying to get out.
Stro was a prostitute, man.
But this is one of them, you know, when battle rap legends just become legend, like the words that you said just went viral, whatever, and now it's like, bruv, sometimes you gotta break down certain shit that you've seen, like, you know, one of them ones, like, what did you actually see, blood? Like, because you said that with your heart as well, like, you was like, blood, I've seen more than that. Like,
because literally, like, the shit that I seen when I was growing up wasn't the nicest. So it was, when I was looking at Luna, it was, he didn't come from the environment I grew up in, and that was the point I was trying to get across.
Give me an example of something you see, bro. Give me an example. Like,
man got stabbed at the top of my road, died. Like, and that was when I was about 6 or 7.
See it there.
Because obviously at this point,
that was literally one of the nights that you've seen more than he's seen in his life.
But to be fair, like, Briggz can vouch for this as well. Like, when we were growing up, it was labelled Gunchester. Gang crime was massive. Like, you couldn't go to a certain area without being asked where you're from. And if you said the wrong area at that point, you were either getting fucked up, jumped, or stabbed. So it was, you had to be on your P's and Q's at certain points. So that's the point I was trying to get across with the Luna battle. But it was, I don't know why the slogan took off. But
it's because it was a style clash. Luna was basically saying witty comedy punchline. You were so aggressive, it counteracted.
And I think sometimes as well, that's the whole point. Like, even I battled Orwin the other day, and I know he's funny. Yeah. And I just thought, look, there's no point me trying to be super funny and shit. Let me spit some bars, and then people are gonna just either decide that the bars are harder or he's funnier.
Yeah,
but sometimes
that's the way I approached O'Shea. I wanted to show that I could rap. Like, there was no winning that battle. So it's like, he's gonna be funnier than I am, so I'm not gonna be funny. Which
you were funny, to be fair, though.
No,
that's what everyone said about me as well. You end up being funny.
Yeah, unintentionally, innit? Like, but no, I was there for that Bloodstro and Luna battle, man. I think that's what it was. It was Luna was making everybody laughing because you were so aggressive and direct. His style counteracted yours completely.
And you can, like I said before, you can see why it got to the heights that it got to. It was just crazy because I remember events afterwards, like, you had Definition, Jefferson Price, like, everyone was using the slogan in the round at some point.
Of course.
And I still stand by this. I've seen more in the night is top 3 slogans in the UK ever.
Yeah. What is the top 3 slogans then?
Shoty's number 1.
Yeah.
I'd probably put myself third.
Shoty guaranteed reaction in it.
Yeah.
Who's got? Not a lot of people have got him in the UK, though, have they?
I might make
Tally
one.
always comes to mind.
Tally, obviously.
I tried one years ago, it didn't work. So
I remember it.
I used to have one on KOTR.
Bobby Rex has got a decent slogan.
Bobby Rex in real life.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Actually, they'd be my top 3.
Yeah.
Shoty, Bobby, me.
Yeah, that's a big one. I used to do, on KOTR, I used to do nothing up the nostril, nothing up the bum. That was my slogan.
What was yours, Briggz? What did you score?
I can't remember what it was, but
you do. Stop lying.
Nah, it was the coroner's report thing, but I can't remember the whole thing. It was like round 1.
I remember that.
Coroner's
to the
report,
morgue.
round 2, I'm gonna drag the body to the morgue. First round.
That's when I used to watch the battles and think, I'll body this little shit.
Man, I don't know what I was watching too much URL at that time. I was thinking, this is gonna pop, man. I said it and no one said it. Like,
You was trying to go gab, bro. That's what you're doing. It's like,
I was getting prepared, bro. Yo, I delivered it. The first event I did it on as well was Manchester versus London at the Ritz. no one knew it. So I was thinking, yo, this is gonna get a reaction. But then, yeah, no one knew it as well.
Yeah, no, that was a mad event though, man. That was big.
Bro, that
so
was
obviously
crazy.
you started working with Don't Flop and shit, man. Like, what? How did that come about? Like, obviously after the lab shit and that, like you said, you weren't necessarily seeing eye to eye and shit. So how did you end up working for Don't Flop?
It was random, you know. Did lab. Obviously, I wasn't the most favourable person at Don't Flop at the time because of lab mainly. So I was just sort of plodding through the ranks, really, you know, just doing the battles here and there and all that shit. And then I went away to Australia for a bit. And then when I came back, I ended up hitting up Rowan and was just chatting with him. And then he said, well, obviously Chronicle had left at this point, so they had no Manchester base. I was throwing sort of hip-hop events outside of Don't Flop anyway, just like music events. So he said, you ought to do an event. And then we got talking, and as I said, Shoty had been gone as well for about 2 years. He was doing all the King of the Dot stuff, so I said, I reckon I can get Shoty back. And then that led to Shoty and Twerk, Shoty and Tony. And then obviously the whole card of Manchester versus London just became that, man. It was mad. The reaction to it was fucking insane, bro.
That was mad. I was
Bro,
there, man.
everything about that day, everything, the line from the Ritz all the way around to the Sainsbury's, all the way around the corner.
It's the only event I've ever been at where when you was on stage performing, the stage vibrated because of the reaction. It don't come across
That was me. I weighed a bit more at the time.
but you know, you check the comments on YouTube and it's like, oh, the crowd's dead. But I don't think the camera just picked up.
Yeah, the mics and that was direct, innit?
Yeah.
I think they clipped on mics.
Everyone
innit?
was clipped on. They didn't
So,
have
yeah,
a mic
you're
in the
not
crowd.
hearing the crowd, innit?
Bro, it was mad. Like, literally being on stage, you could feel the floor vibrating. It was fucking crazy.
It was class as well because, like, behind Bagnall was just the neutrals, then it was the Manny lot on that side for every battle, then it was the London lot on that side for every battle.
I was on the London side
heckling
every
each other.
time, bro.
It was meant to be me and Gemini on that card because Gemini had just come through and he was obviously Tony's young protege and obviously I was seeing his Shoties. So it was like, and then obviously Gem didn't want to do it because I think he'd only done 2 battles at that time. So it became me and Bamalam randomly. I think Rowan tried doing the whole staff versus staff, North versus South, Manny versus London shit. But yeah, he was gutted when I won because he definitely did not want me beating Bamalam. He was the golden boy at that time.
Of course.
I think Bam quit, did he retire after that?
I think so. I don't think.
Nah,
Did
he
he
did
battle
the 2-on-2
dialect after that?
tournament.
Nah, the 2-on-2 tournament was before that, no?
Yeah, it was before it, yeah.
Was it?
I swear it was Bam's last battle. He might have done the dialect one after
Yeah, I
it
think
on
he did
beat.
the dialect one in Leeds, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's bad. And then obviously, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, my second episode, yeah, my first episode was copacetic. My second episode was had to build it at the same time. I asked bare shit that I wanted to talk to him about. He sent me back the list and crossed off bare shit and didn't want to talk about it. So obviously, now man's got you.
Yeah.
How come you stopped working for Don't Flop, bro, or with Don't Flop? Like, what? And you're taking it. Never mind anyone else's opinion.
No, I'll be honest.
We've heard Bagnall shit. We've heard the battle rap resumes. We've heard us point of view. Like, Briggsy, why are you personally? What made you stop working with Don't Flop and doing Premier Battles?
So I'll be totally honest. Even before all the shit happened, I'd already agreed to leave Don't Flop. So the funny thing is, me and Rowan were closer than me and Bags, me and Kruger, me and everyone that was involved. But the only person I'm probably close to is Bags. But yeah, so I did Revival 7, I think it was, in Newcastle. It sounds like such a fucking petty reason.
No, it was 8, Revival 8.
Revival 8, yeah. I booked Definition versus Caustic. I brought Definition back after years. Done it in Newcastle, big event. And Rowan went on holiday and forgot to pay for Caustic's flight, which lost my headline. So the people, you know, the fans, you know what the fans are like, they didn't blame Don't Flop or Rowan. It was my fault, even though it wasn't. So I hit Rowan up and I was like, look, I've loved working for Don't Flop. I'm on Revival 8. I'll finish at 10 and then I'm done and I'm gone. And then, yeah, literally a couple of weeks after that, I announced Raptor Gemini for Revival 9. I think we got to 9 in the end.
9, yeah.
And
it was in venue, that.
yeah, Raptor Gemini rematch, set it all up. But I said to Rowan, like, look, that's going to be pretty much my last event. We'll do a big one for 10, but this is like my own last one in Manchester. And then a couple of weeks later, all the shit went west with Don't Flop and everyone else. But yeah, it was just one of them. You know, obviously it snowballed because I'd already left. You sort of get caught up in the whole thing as everyone going, all the staff have left because of this. Like and I've said this on other podcasts before, like my reasoning.
What other podcast, bro?
Nah, it's no other podcast, bro. This is world exclusive, this.
I ain't seen them.
But yeah, it's like I got sort of snowed up. But the thing is, as well, I worked at uni, lad, with everybody else, like Krugz and Bags and Callum Martin and everyone. So everyone just went, this is why every staff member left, but that's not why I left. But then obviously I got caught up in it. I spoke to Rowan about this not long ago, but like, you know, I didn't say anything. I didn't jump on any podcast saying fuck Don't Flop, fuck Rowan. I didn't do any of that. I got asked to by pretty much everybody.
Do it on this podcast.
I do it on this podcast. Fuck Rowan, fuck Don't Flop. No, but just sort of got snowed in, and then Rowan started calling me a rat on Twitter and all that, and I was like, you know what, fuck Don't Flop then, innit? It is what it is. But now the funny thing is, like, people outside of this, like me and Rowan still speak, man. Like, we're still in competition. The thing is, I want to be the biggest league in the UK, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be that competition there, but we still speak, man. He's still a dick. Like,
plus we can have a bit of fun now.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
definitely,
Like,
definitely.
And that was the funniest thing, was when he came to the Plug, when it was it the Plug? Shoty and Shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he came to that, obviously, we were talking afterwards, like, me and Shoty were in Nando's for a couple hours.
It's always Nando's, man.
So, especially, I swear to it, always Nando's with her. But it was like, we were just taking the piss out of each other then. And then he was like, oh, try and get you on a podcast. I'll come down to Manchester and sort all that stuff out. But then, obviously...
The thing is, we all know her. If you know her outside of her, if you know Rowan, he's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a dick, but you like him.
Yeah.
There's something about him that you like.
Yeah. He gets away with a lot more shit than
exactly
some people would.
But he's one of them, a lot, you know, I'll happily sit here all day, every day and say fuck Don't Flop, because it's fun for me to say now. But it's never, you know, if he wants to come to a Prem event, he's welcome. I was going to go to Don't Flop the other week, but I was working on the Sunday, so I couldn't get there, man. Like, it's one of them. It's business at the end of the day. Want to be the biggest leagues, we both do, and it's going to be competitive till it finishes.
No, of course, man, of course. But yeah, man, before we wrap up and that, you lot have got the event coming up. Obviously, I doubt this is going to come out before the event, but like, obviously, what you looking forward to the most about the event, bro?
Just
a performance. Your prediction of the performance of the night? Anyone?
Cole J's sick for me.
Yeah, I pretty much
stylistically and everything. I think it'll be crazy.
What performance of the night or battle of the night?
I'm probably going to say battle of the night. Probably going to be Cole J sick.
Yeah.
Performance of the night, Bobby Rex.
Jeez, big Bobby Rex in real life. I was the first person to pay Bobby Rex the battle, you know. Putting that out there.
And I was the last.
You told me.
I think performance. I might even say it's going to be Cole J. I think because he knows he's got so much to get up to. With Real Sick, he's like, he knows.
Yeah, Real Sick is the man this year as well.
Yeah, he's fucking on fire.
It's mad out over here. We say seek, innit, and he says sick.
Yeah, he openly says don't say seek, it's sick.
We had a debate about this. But I live in Southall, bro. If you know anything about Southall, it's India. It's little India, innit? And most of my neighbours are Sikh and that, and you go to the temple and that. And them, man, when I grow up and I ask them, man, what religion are you? They say Sikh.
Yeah, it's Sikh in Manchester as well.
They call it Sikhism.
Yeah.
I think he's just obviously flipped it to say sick, but because he said it when we booked him last time before he was even on URL, he was like, "Yo, say sick." And
I think he replied to a comment in a group one time that I made. He was like, "It's not pronounced Sikh, it's sick or something like that." And I was like, "Okay, man."
He's great. He's been on a run this year as well. Man.
Yeah, he's a crazy battle rapper, bro. Like pronunciation aside, he's a crazy battle rapper.
Nah, I'm looking forward to that one. I think it's Shoty and Twerk falling through is not ideal, but I think this is a nice headline. Like, if we would never have announced Shoty versus Twerk, this was a headline seller anyway. Here's what it is.
And Gemini versus Coffee as well.
Gemini, Coffee, Brown, Bobby Unan. Bobby Unan will be crazy as well.
Crazy.
Bizzo, Lou Castro, Arc Pathogenic, Lazy versus Reverse.
Yeah, Lazy Reverse.
It's a stacked card, man. It's a big card.
Has Lou Castro battled in the UK before?
No.
So again, another day.
He's battling the champ, and Lou Castro's a big performer as well, man.
I don't think Coffee has as well, because her one fell through last night.
Yeah, it fell through in the trenches, so she's making a debut, which is good. Gemini's just come off the back of winning the title. Got 2 champs on stage this event.
Yeah. Ideal debut. Who's never come to the UK that you'd like to get over?
Big K.
Big K.
Yeah.
Big K, Geechee.
All day.
Geechee, Solomon.
Champion of the year, Big K, isn't he?
Bro, my biggest regret, bro, is not... We almost locked in Kruger versus Pat Stay. Almost. But it never happened. So Pat Stay is my biggest regret not getting on Prem.
Yeah.
But, Big K next year.
Yeah, no. Hey, last question, lads. Celebrity crushes.
Celebrity crushes. Salma Hayek.
I said that. If you watch when someone asked me... No, I said Dawn French, but that is... I said.
We were talking about on the way in. I was like, yo, she's turned 57 today, bro.
Yeah,
57.
Her and Penelope Cruz is
Jennifer
alright.
Lopez, man.
Them two.
Yeah, J-Lo, she's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I see one without filters and that though. J-Lo, she does look a lot older, but she still looks good.
I'm into an older bird, me, bro.
Madonna,
Same.
mate, I'm all about it.
J-Lo can shower.
Madonna
me
like
whenever she
black
wants.
boys.
Yeah, Madonna's clap, bro. Nah.
Madonna like black boys. Madonna like I think she was a Tupac racking bear man. She had a book, innit? She had a book.
Yeah, it's sex book.
Yeah, like some mad sex book,
she's
bro.
clapped, man.
What about you, Stro?
J-Lo.
J-Lo, yeah, you said J-Lo, yeah. Calm, man. So yeah, man. Obviously, bruv, good lads. I wish we're gonna do this again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for coming on, man. Any last thing you want to say to the 200 and something viewers that I'm gonna get on this?
Click subscribe, get him to 300 summit viewers.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna smash Crash's head in.
Oh, he's fighting Crash in a fuck.
Oh shit, you fighting Crash?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Aye, yes, you heard it here first. Ultimate Writer, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, man. I support that shit, man. I think you're probably gonna win that. I think Crash, he lost his first fight, innit? And then he got confident, beating up Cooper. I wouldn't fight Cooper.
He won his first one because that XLD blew his bicep, didn't it?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Technically, he was getting punched up to fuck though.
Yeah. And he beat Cooper because Cooper, greatest respect, was like a beanbag.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wouldn't fight Cooper, man. Out of respect.
Yeah, he's just silly. It's like punching a
And this is
disabled
the
kid.
first ever disability boxing match in UK Battle Rap, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
I can't wait for this, mate.
Fucking smash your head in.
And instead of the stools in the corner, they got wheelchairs.
Oh, if Rick gets beat, the group chat's going wild.
Gonna happen, mate.
Alright, yeah. Thank you for watching. Alright, make sure you subscribe. Big up, man.
Bless.
Safe, bro. That's what happens.